Hello, hello, hello. It is Justin Satawa and Joel with YingYang Sports. Joel, how we feeling today?
Enjoying the day so far.
How's your day been? I had to go all the way out for Feldman. Oh, I don't think our audio's working.
What you call it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Where? Alright.
You know what you call it? Mic man, but too far.
Alright. There we go. My bad. Just a little jumpy, making sure everything's okay. But hey, that's what we do here. We make sure everything's okay. Just like we were talking about the doctor stuff yesterday. We all gonna be okay. We're going to the doctor
I
to
what
get
you call
ourselves
it.
checked out.
I just what did I do today? Oh, I went to the gym earlier and then came here. But I'm actually in the midst of trying to also finish like the assignment for class at the same time too. So that's the life of a Woodward Sports intern, man. We got like a trillion things going on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You working another job. I got I'm working on school as well. You're working on school, but that's how it be. What up, Alan W? Thanks for tuning in. Love to see you here every day, and we appreciate it. So I went down to the Tigers game last night, and wow, it's just so depressing. I won't spend a lot of time with it, but like if Riley Green didn't hit this one inside the park Little League home run, which is when they have an error at their base and he scores.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a true inside the park home run. But yeah, other than that, there was no offense. There was like 4 hits for the Tigers. It was so boring. And the pitchers sucked too. Like it wasn't even like we were watching a good pitching matchup. Maeda walked like 20 people, and it's just our lineup is so ridiculously mediocre, and there's no entertainment to it. There's no thump. There's no anything. And actually something interesting that I want to bring up on Wake Up Woodward tomorrow. Shout out is my White Sox fan friend told me that the White Sox would have no issue dealing Louis Robert to the Tigers, and you know what? Maybe the Tigers will do it. Who knows? That's all I'm going to do, though. I enjoyed my beer and my Italian sausage like I said I would.
Hey, yo.
And not really focus on the baseball and enjoy the time with my dad, which I did. But yesterday, you tried one of the Pizza Prince's new products. You tried the puffs, right?
Oh, you talking, bro? I was wondering who you was calling the Pizza Prince. Yeah, no, that actually wasn't my first time. That was probably like my 100th time having some cheese puffs.
Oh, really? You like them? They're that good?
Yeah, what you call it, bro? With me, I don't really like. Once I like something, I don't really get off of it. So like, once I like something, it's in the arsenal. I don't really switch up when I eat too much.
Do you have ADD?
No, I really just more so don't like making the decision of what to eat.
Yeah,
so I more so just go with the same things over and over and over and over.
Yeah, so for me, because I have ADD, like I hyper fixate on a food. Like I would really want a food, and then like I'll like hop off it.
Yeah,
like for a while, but then like eat it consistently on a.
Some foods I actually be tired of, but I'm like, bro, I don't know what else I want to get, so I'll just keep getting it. Like Cordoba, bro, for the longest, like deadass up at school, I was getting Cordoba like legit 4 times a week.
How do you say it?
Qdoba. Yeah, that's how I say it. Some people say Qdoba.
Yeah, that's what I say, Qdoba.
Yeah, I don't really like putting that much emphasis on the Q. I feel like 2 separate words. Just Qdoba.
Hey, it is what it is. So, I wanted to ask you a question, and since there's not a lot of sports news going on, and we're sorry, we wish we could bring you, all this sports dedication show, but we're trying to work in some other stuff just to keep the show light and keep it going, and so we're not really
burnt out.
Yeah, we're diving into shit that doesn't even make sense here. You don't even care about. Also, Ryan Kreidler looked like a deer in the headlights last night. I honestly don't know what to expect from him with his call up to the majors for Javi, but at least the negativity of Javi's out of the locker room. That's all I gotta say about it. But Joel, I wanted to ask you. You say you don't play franchise mode when you play sports video games, but do you play Dynasty in college football?
Bro, I honestly haven't played college football legit since it was on Xbox 360.
All right. I'm talking. I know, but I know that you've told me that, but I'm talking like this year. Like the Dynasty mode. You obviously are aware. You've played the game. What up, Doe Chase Hamley? And it's always a big thing for me picking what team I'm going to pick to rebuild, because I always like to either move a team to a conference or do whatever. And Mike Reed, what up, chat? What up, how we doing? So, do you have it? Are you going to play Dynasty? First question, I guess. The second question is, who is your team going to be that you rebuild? That small school that you turn into an absolute powerhouse.
I would say I still gotta buy the system, so we gotta take baby steps. But I would say if I had to really think of who I would rebuild, it'd be something like I don't know, cause like I see a lot of them, bro, and I'd be like, bro.
With the conference realignment, it's really interesting. Like you could like SMU's in the ACC
I more so would do
right
something
now.
like Vanderbilt, cause
Vanderbilt?
like yeah,
Right.
cause like I don't really in my personal opinion, I don't really like. How should I explain this? I gotta find the words for it. It's like, bro, like when people say like, "Oh, I'm gonna make Eastern Carolina win a natty," it's like I don't really get too much like joy out of looking at that, because it's like in real life, Eastern Carolina is probably never gonna get close to being in that position. But you look at a school like Vanderbilt, they already in the SEC. Like they've been terrible for so long.
That.
Yeah, you could take like a school like that's in a power conference that's been terrible, like a Rutgers. I would do stuff like that. Like I would go Rutgers, Vanderbilt. Like
all right. So if you were going to let's do it like this. If you're going to pick a team has moved conferences in the last 2 or 3 years during this realignment era of college football, who would you choose? And drop it in chat. Drop it in chat. New team, new conference. If you were to be the director of football operations for that entire school, who would you choose that moved conferences? Shout out Broder. That's my guy. Can't wait to talk baseball with him tomorrow morning.
Broder. Oh yeah, free Anson, bro. I forgot.
We'll get that in a second. We can't.
No, I forgot. We had
You can't train wreck this college football talk. But something really funny just happened to Anson, and we will talk about it in 1 second.
Bro,
I want to finish talking about this college football. You can see it's lighting Joel up real quick.
Bro, what's your call? Damn. Probably. I honestly don't know. Probably like a Colorado. I don't really.
Colorado in the Big 12.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
Like that, yeah.
I like that. I can respect that. I don't know. I'm low-key really fiending on that SMU to the ACC. I know it makes no geological sense, but I do like their unis. The Texas recruiting pool, very intriguing to me. I think it'd be them. Yeah, I don't think all the other schools are probably too good for me to want to rebuild them. Maybe like a school like Cal. Coming to the ACC.
Something like that.
Something like that. Fair. Or Stanford. Stanford's bad. That'd be fun. Stanford would be really fun.
All those like schools that's like really like probably in our lifetime never gonna really get to relevancy. I can see the fun in that, but it's like even when I'm playing video games, even like that's why like I don't really like a lot of stuff that's like too far out of the realm of reality. Like, all right, I get it. Like certain times when I'm watching a movie or a show, like, all right, I'm watching a movie or a show is for dramatic purposes. But sometimes I just see them like go too far dramatized. I'm like, bro, I can't watch this. So
like All American?
Yeah, like something like that, or like what you call it. Like sometimes you probably don't watch BMF, but like BMF be having some scenes that's like.
What's BMF?
It's a black mafia family. It's about it's about a group from Detroit, Big Meech, Southwest T,
And Chase Amley does bring up something that's very interesting because I was rooting for this move to happen, and it was Miami and Florida State to come to the Big Ten and the ACC to completely dissolve. And I think that is so interesting to me because at this point, you don't necessarily need all these conferences. Like now it's all like getting too muddy and wonky with how everything is. And I think that would really pose some interesting scenarios for where all those teams would move to. And really, like, I mean, they are building towards an NFL-style system where it's probably going to be something similar to the Premier League relegation system where the group of five is going to have to earn their way into the Power Five, and Power Five teams are going to get dropped down to the group of five. And I think that is also a wild hypothetical that I really think is very interesting. What do you think about that?
I didn't even get to hear the last part of it.
The last part is
group of 5 team losing to
are you familiar with the Premier League relegation system in soccer?
No.
Okay, so the top 3 teams come down, the top 3 teams in the lower division go up. So the worst 3 teams in the Power 5 would go down, and the top 3 teams in the group of 5 would go up.
So like who would that be?
I don't know off the top of my head.
That's why I was trying to think.
Memphis would be going up. Not App State this year. I know Memphis would be.
See, it's like
the best team.
Okay, all right. Before we can get it, without even getting to the schools, like in my head, switching out of Memphis for App State, like, do you really get too much? Like, I could see why you would do it.
It's for the variety.
That's why I was just about to say. I could see why you would do it for the chance. Like, all right, let's see what they can do for us. But like, I could see why you would do it in a soccer, but in a sport of football where it's like, I guess more resource based than majority of college sports, it's like if you're able to get those players that's able to get the best of the best strength and conditioning.
Well, that's how it is in
soccer. They're always getting the top of the top. But I'm saying this is what I was gonna get at. If those 5 stars, the body and the build difference makes a huge difference. In soccer, you can't really like everybody out there almost is like the same, like height wise, almost kind of speed wise, but like yeah, certain clubs have more resources definitely. But with football, like I could imagine like the athletes that you're getting going to like a Memphis and an Appalachian State aren't too far off, if that makes sense. Like versus if you getting like versus Alabama versus App State or Alabama versus Memphis, those level of athletes are way different. So it's like the change in the bottom isn't like too far enough to really make a change where it gets like that. If you get what I'm trying, I don't know how to like really put it into words what I'm trying to say, but like more so it would add variety, but I don't really think it would make too much of a difference on like the bottom challenging the top at any point.
Yeah, no, that makes sense because there is truly a full-on loaded Power 5 team should not lose to Group of 5 team. And unless it is the special cases of Cincinnati when they had a plethora of NFL talent, even though they're a Group of 5 team. But
and even still, you saw when they played Alabama, it was a clear difference.
They got absolutely worked.
Yeah.
It wasn't, yeah. See, and that's it too. It's so hard for the new playoff format. And I know a lot of this wasn't on a show sheet, but the new playoff format really creates, like, hopefully it mellows out the level. But you see these 1-4 matchups are almost always blowouts. Like when that should not be happening. The 4 best teams should be playing 2 great games, and now you're gonna level it out to where one is gonna play 8 in the second round, and the chances are they're gonna smoke them.
Yeah, that's why I said 12 teams is way too much for a college football playoff. Yeah, 12 teams is way too much. I think they probably gonna.
But they're gonna build it out to 18.
I was gonna actually say the opposite. I was gonna say they might probably see off this year. Well, I would actually. I don't want to say I hope this year it goes bad for the sake of having a good playoff, but I kind of hope it goes bad for the sake of them realizing that 12 teams is too much for the college football. Because I think one of the main things that I'm worried with is that it's gonna take away like the importance for week by week in the regular season. It's like in college football, a lot of the draw comes from the excitement of the fans being like, all right, my team has to win this game this week for us to even be thinking about a college football playoff spot anymore or any like serious bowl game. Like my team has to win this week. And this could be all the way back in like week 6. Like you have those games like that early on throughout almost basically the whole season. Like some of the games in week 3 happened. Like when did Alabama Texas play? That was like week 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a game in week 2 had
it can define your entire season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had bearing on the college football playoffs. So it's like when now
Michigan's game with Texas this year is going to have immense implications for the college football playoff this year. There's no way that
but the fact that it opened up to 12 is like it's not going to have as much that it should though. That's what I'm more so saying.
Yeah, in the 4 team, if you lose that
game. In the 4 team, this Michigan versus Texas will probably be game of the year. But with the 12-team playoff, it's just more so like
there's no stakes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And it also takes away, and this is something that I really don't like. And before I say though, shout out Just a Fan, bless you for being here. We appreciate you. The Michigan-Ohio State game has the chance to have 0 implication on the playoff. The stakes could be as low as possible because of the fact that they both could be in the playoff. Ohio State could be ranked 1, or Michigan. I'm not going to say that because I don't think they are. But Ohio State could be undefeated going in that game. Michigan will probably have 1 or 2 losses. That game will not mean nearly as much going into the playoff as it did this year.
Yeah. Well, Chase Amley is saying Alabama still made the playoff after losing to Texas. Yeah, no, but it's more so the fact that
but a lot of things also had a lot of things had to fall their way too.
That's what I was just about to say. I was gonna say that one, the committee saw that Texas was a good team throughout the rest of the season, so that helped their case. And then two, the fact that like you said, things fell their way. They end up winning the SEC championship. That really fell. That was the main thing that fell their way. And then two, also, but the main point in that, people were writing off Alabama from making it into the playoffs for that week 2 game.
As soon as it happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why the implication for those regular season games were like
Recency
way
bias is a
higher.
Strong thing.
Yeah.
And everyone sees it, everyone hears it, and it happens with every sport, including basketball, which is something that the recency bias is probably about to shift because Porzingis is out, and we haven't gotten into that yet. And what do you think about that?
Porzingis being out, I actually wasn't even too sure if Porzingis was gonna like play before the series started, and I still was saying my heart was telling me Celtics in 6. So I won't say like I won't say like my judgment for the series doesn't change, but it doesn't really like go too far off. Like I still feel like I feel now they probably do end in 6. I was saying like they'd be lucky to get to 6, but now I probably feel like get to the 6. But Porzingis definitely is gonna help with like stretching the floor, but defensive wise, they're gonna like miss him. But I think they're not gonna really miss him too much offensively because they're able to bring in Sam Hauser and really even just work around their lineup as they have it now. So I'm trying to see who they're gonna have start. They're gonna probably have Drew Holiday start at the 1. They're going to 3, Jaylen Brown 4. Yeah, they just don't have a normal lineup for today. So I'm not really too too worried with the Celtics.
Would you hammer the over in Kyrie points?
I actually whipped up a parlay for the game.
All right, let's hear it.
It do got Kyrie on it too, but I would say I'll actually say the Mavericks probably win tonight, but just to add to the slight theatrics, because everybody would know if it goes 3-0 and then 3-1, it really doesn't matter. But if it goes 2-1, then people are like, oh, maybe.
And that's the recency bias.
Yeah, so I think that's why I was going to go 2-1. And then
Who's coming off the bench for Horford?
Who's coming off the bench for Horford? They probably going to have Sam Hauser come in off the bench for Horford. Then yeah, that's about it. And then because playoffs anyway, your lineups shrink down about 7-8 men, so they're gonna figure out a way to work in Hauser and Peyton Pritchard, balance those minutes. I don't know who else they gonna bring in.
Peyton Pritchard was such a dog at Oregon.
Peyton Pritchard, damn near like I won't say a dog now, but he a decent.
I know, but he was a dog. In college.
Decent. No, yeah, he definitely was.
I love watching Peyton Pritchard play. Even though he low-key ended Michigan at home in Chrysler, which was crazy. That game was wild. Shout out if you know that game. That game was... they lost that game, but that was a classic.
I'd probably see... I don't know if they're going to give Xavier Tillman a little bit more minutes or Luke Cornett. I don't know how they're going to...
You like Xavier Tillman?
You say, do I like him?
Yeah.
Xavier Tillman, decent. He is solid. Solid little player.
I mean, just like in general.
I thought he would have had I thought he would. Oh, as just a person, I don't really know too much about him as a person, to be honest. I know he got married very, very young. Like he damn near got married like his sophomore, junior year at Michigan State.
I saw maybe you had a memory or something.
No, I've never even bumped into Xavier Tillman. I didn't bump into like quite a decent amount of Michigan State players or like former and current. But he's not one of them that I've bumped into. I actually bumped into Draymond Green one day leaving class.
Alan W says, Mr. Silver gave me the script. It's Mavs in 7. Sorry.
Man, He's still open? Bro, it's been open. Alan don't want to take it though. Alan does not want to take that bet. But what I put today is
Joel's Jolly Sportsbook.
I put Jason Tatum 3 threes, PJ Washington 15 points, Kyrie Irving 25 points, Derek Jones 10 points, Kyrie Irving 3 threes, and Jason Tatum 25. It's a smacker today. I swear to God, it's smacking.
Hey.
It's smacking.
Did you swear on Jesus?
On Jesus, it's smacking, man. On Jesus, it's smacking. I hate when I make a parlay and I'm like, I don't know what on here is going to miss. Because I don't, like, looking at this, I don't know what I would even tell people to, like, take off and switch around. Because I damn near think it's all going to hit.
So he has a script down, W. That's the script. Go make yourself some money.
No, yeah, on God. You what you call it? I just want to know, like, Alan W., are you going more so, like, off heart in wanting the Mavericks to win? Or, like, you really wholeheartedly believe that the Mavericks have a good enough roster to win? Damn, he not even, like, able to, like, talk right back to me.
I know. He can put it in chat, though.
He can to put it in chat.
I want to talk about another basketball thing just for a second. Literally a literal second, and I'll keep it to it, unlike some people. Stephen A. Smith had a 9-minute rant on First Take today about Caitlin Clark. And I actually agreed with everything that he said. And he said that it was stupid for Team USA to leave her off. Not for her basketball skill, because she's not qualified, but for her marketability. They took Christian Laettner over Isaiah Thomas back in the day, and the fact that Caitlin Clark's Team USA jersey would sell to the moon. This is what I'm saying. He did not say this. It would sell to the moon. It would pay, and it would bring so much awareness to the women's NBA, which they desperately need. So I just don't understand it, and I'd like to get your thoughts on just like the marketing standpoint. Like, what were they thinking? Like, what? Like, they were like, oh yeah, let's just not have the most marketable star that we've ever had in our sport, and let's just like keep her off being globally known.
I would say, see, that's the thing though. It's like she's already globally known, so my I've been having like a little bit of like a crossroads with this. I'm like, would her making the Olympic team draw too much? Like, would that really draw a lot of attention to the WNBA though? Like, it would draw attention to more.
It bring money.
How though? It's the Olympics and the WNBA are two totally separate things.
The jersey sales alone, 100%.
I'm saying if it's a Caitlin Clark Olympic jersey and a Caitlin Clark Fever jersey, that Olympic jersey money is going straight to Nike. The WNBA not touching none of that. What you call it? That's just going straight to Nike. So that's why I'm like, the WNBA really isn't gonna profit too much off her making the
because they're
Olympic
winning by
team.
30 either way.
Yeah, no, and it's also, bro, like, we can all. I'm gonna just be real. We can all be up in arms and hoo ha, like, oh, she should have made the team. Who is really gonna watch it, regardless if she was on it or if she wasn't?
I'm not. But
that's why I'm like, who like. People are really in here like going crazy, like ready to come to blows with each other about this. None of y'all were gonna watch either way. Two, what you call it? I would see it's a better case for her to make the team if she rolled her success. This is what the problem was. If the WNBA season didn't start yet, so if it just came straight off into college, had a little couple months off, they just been in like training camp and stuff.
That's a good point.
Then it would have made sense to put her like. Then I would have saw no reason why you don't put her on the Olympic team. But the fact that we got to see her in the WNBA and she hasn't came in being the world beater yet that everybody was expecting her to become just a step straight in, just doing exactly what she was doing in college with like no layover period. If she would have been doing that, like college to WNBA would have been like a transition of like literally nothing. It would have just been her doing the same exact thing. Then I would have like, yes, you have to put her on that Olympic team. But bro, she really hasn't been doing nothing in the WNBA like too crazy. So it's like, yeah, I could probably find, if I pull up this list and look at stats, I could definitely find probably what was it, 15 people that made the team? 15 players that have been playing better than her.
Oh, no, they are 100%.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like.
That's why I preface this by saying it's not about her basketball qualifications.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, I get the marketing standpoint. I'm just more so on the side of like, one, it wasn't going to really, I don't really think it was going to make too much of a difference. Like, they didn't have teams with Lisa Leslie, Candace Parker on it. Like, legit, real deal WNBA names, and really nobody is still watching. Like, I think the WNBA's biggest downfall is just the fact that it's what you call. They don't dunk. Like, I will stand on this fact, bro. Like, the fact that an NBA player is like so much more athletic and like, I literally was, bro, it happened perfectly because I was having this debate and it was a Timberwolves game on, and it's when Anthony Edwards is like damn near shitted KD in the rim. I'm like, bro, just imagine if he laid that up. I wouldn't even thought nothing of it. I would have like, oh, that's just a nice layup. But the fact that he was just able to just boom, that brings like so many eyes to the highlights of the NBA. Then people are like, oh, who is this player? Oh, let me watch this player highlights. Then you see he got more highlights doing stuff like that. Then you're like, okay, I want to watch more of his games like live to see if that's going to happen live. The WNBA, like, they need to like add some players that's like, I can't say her last name, but the Enrique girl, Enrique O, you need to be marketing players like her. She's like actually like dropping people. Like she's out there saucing people. Like make that your highlights. Make that your markability. Like stop trying to like be so caught up on the name. Like the WNBA, y'all at a point where the name doesn't even matter for us. Like we almost don't know anybody that's in there right now. Just show the best of your best. Stop trying to show like the biggest name because the biggest name isn't even the best product. Like,
no, yeah, don't be showing off Angel Reese right now.
I was just about to get to that point. I'm like, bro, like Angel Reese is like one of the, like, yeah, she probably one of the best marketable. But if you watch Angel Reese play, bro, it just looks so goofy. It just make you like it literally just make you want to throw up your hands. So like, I would prefer the WNBA just be like, all right, let's just market who our actual dogs are.
Kelsey Plum, dog.
Yeah, like what you call it? Like I said, Enrique O. Matter of fact, I keep seeing that people talk about Cameron Brink on the Sparks. Yeah, she's doing great on the Sparks. Granted, she's not even the Sparks' best player. It's the girl, De'Erica Hamby. She leads them in literally every stat, and you don't even hear her name get brought up. So it's like stuff like that. Like, bro, you have to market your dogs for people to like be like, okay.
I think they're marketing for longevity though. Like they're betting on these.
A lot of their dogs are young, so that's why it's like, bro, like. I get like the Diana Taurasi's and all them. You're like, yeah, you really don't gotta focus on marketing.
LNW, they be running weird as fuck. Like it just don't look.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like it just like look a little uncoordinated. But like I'm able to get over that part. Do I watch WNBA? No, I watch more college basketball more than anything because I knew I went to a school with like a great girls basketball program. So like in high school, I like developed a super respect for women's sports. So I watch a lot of college women's basketball, but WNBA, they season just runs so weird. I don't really get into it. I try to watch it a little bit more now because we went to school with Rakia Jackson, who got drafted 4th by the Sparks. So try to catch it a little bit here and there. Yeah, no, I definitely shout out Rakia for sure.
Hey, well, you know who else deserves a shout out?
Who, everybody in the chat?
Yes, but Anson Wells.
Oh yeah, oh my God, we gotta get back to that. Free Anson, bro. Like, I really genuinely like. I'm chuckling and laughing, but I hope you're doing fine. Like,
yeah, I can't believe that. All right, so we got a preference of what happened. So, you want me to tell? Or
what you call? I was gonna just give him the quick little rundown.
Yeah, give him the rundown.
So the quick little rundown. What you call? T-Falls had to do our show today. I thought it was gonna be Anson. I looked up. I'm like, where's Anson? Maz told me he's in jail. I'm like, ha ha ha. Like, where's Anson though? Like, he like, what you call? He was on his phone. Got pulled over by one cop. Got a warning. Like literally two lights later, same cop. Anson get a call from his dad. Answers the fucking call. The cop is there to book Anson. Anson sitting down right now. He doing a bid. He got his street cred up. We got we the real, what the fuck they used to call the trail. We the real jailblazers. He talking about, oh wait, just a fan. If sports fanatics won't watch WNBA, how will you get others to watch it? My suggestion, well, I just gave my suggestion. My suggestion would be market your dogs instead of like you're just most marketable players that like look good. Like I get it, that makes sense, but like right now you at the bottom of the bottom. You got to give us something to like looks aren't enough to keep us in right now. Like I get it. Like if you started off marketing like Enrique, I literally can't. I'm so mad I can't say her name. But I would get if you like started off marketing her hard and just no traction ever came from it, then you're like, all right, we got to try this. I've never really seen no type of marketing for her or anything. And I think she's averaging like 30, like legit 30 this year. Let me look it up. What you call it?
That's a problem. I mean, I just think that, just Fan's right. Sports fanatics don't want to watch it. It's in a dead season of sports.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Literally nothing happening right now.
How would you tell, what would be your suggestion to get some eyes on the WNBA?
Brandon Suggs, we have no information. We just know that he was apparently taken by the cop and not able to do the show. That's all we know.
Talking about acid crashed out during the rotation.
I think
they asked him to get the vax. They asked him to get the vax, and he wasn't fucking with that.
He was giving Neil level tone, that's for sure. And shout out Spenny's nipples, who just flashed me.
What the fuck?
Dude, I don't know what's going on. I just look over.
No, yeah, Ryan. No, Noah just did something crazy. I had to just ignore it completely.
Yeah, I don't feel like we're in a mood today of ignoring funny stuff. I feel like we're just vibing here. Shooting the shit with our chat. Shout out chat. Everyone, we appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Would you look at that stat?
Yeah, she averaged basically 27 points.
27 points.
She averaged 26.4.
Have you ever seen an Instagram post for her?
Shit, probably like a couple. Legit,
I see one
like,
on Cameron Brick every night.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you'll see one on all of them like every night. But it's like, I get it. That's your rookie. Okay, that makes sense. But like, at least market her teammate who is leading in every single stat. Bro, she literally leads points, rebounds, assists, like steals, blocks, 3-point percentage. Like, and you're not even saying like, okay, how about even if you leading off with Cameron Brink, like check out Cameron Brink and De'Erica Hamby, like that's all I would say. Is just throw them in, like. Mm-hmm.
So, I want to. It's gonna be a wild change of pace, but I only want to touch on it a second. Did you see Jerry West died today?
Oh yeah, definitely. I saw that.
Hey,
yeah, we talked about that.
Prayers up to his family, and shout out the logo.
Definitely.
He
I saw
an icon.
I saw one of his quotes that I liked. He was like, I see all this talk about dogs. He was like, I was a wolf. I ate the dogs.
That's a hard
quote. Yeah, no, that is. I was like, oh, that's a cold quote. That's a cold quote.
You know, it's a hard quote. I saw this today on TikTok. It was about Jared Goff, and it was about when he got traded here, and it was traded to be killed by the pack and came out leading it. That got me going.
No, when Geno Smith said that, they wrote me off, but I ain't right back. That was one of the hardest ones.
That was hard.
That was one of the hard. That might have to be one of our lists one days. Top 5 hardest sports quotes.
I also love you put a sorry ass receiver like that on me. Come on.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say if we doing any just sports talk quote then any quote at all, not even just a motivational one like that Jalen Hurts be trying to say. Oh yeah, we would have a lot.
Drop some in the chat that you like.
Yeah, no. Right what's now. Your favorite one?
Let's see what you guys are feeling.
I'm trying to think. What's another one of my
Big
favorites? Trust. No, yeah, Big Trust definitely. You see that? That's a W. Let's see the W.
Oh, what are some Cam Newton ones? Cam Newton's got some good ones. Oh, you've been watching film. No,
that was a cold one because that was in the middle of a game, in the middle of a read. Then he threw a touchdown. Yeah, that was cold.
Yeah, so for you guys who don't know about that clip, Cam Newton is talking to a linebacker on the Packers. And the Packers linebacker, it was Clay Matthews? It was? Yeah. I didn't want to say that because I didn't know. But he was like, oh, it's the wheel route. It's the wheel route. And then Cam Newton was like, oh, hey, you've been watching film, huh? Hey, check this out. And then McCaffrey looks like he's about to run the wheel route and cuts it right in on an angle. Yeah. Oh, my God. It gets him looking silly. Top 5 most hated players in any sport. Who's your most hated player? We'll just do one right now. Who's your most hated player in all sports?
I honestly don't even know who would be yours.
Who would be mine? Probably someone. Oh, probably Hancock from Louisville. Yeah. From the 2013 Michigan National Championship game.
You know, see,
he's definitely up there.
No, I see. We tried to think about this before because, like I said, I don't really have hated players. I more so have hated franchises.
All right, do that. Hated
cities. Like,
number one hated franchise
like I said,
was Philly.
Yeah, I was about to say, I already said it. Mine is Philly. But, because, like, even, like, a Philly player, there's no, like, one Philly player that I just hate.
Who's your least favorite sports team?
My least favorite NBA player right now, it probably would have to be, like, superstar would have to be Joel Embiid for sure, though.
You don't like Joel Embiid?
I literally say all the time, Joel Embiid is the worst superstar of all time. He's legit the worst superstar of all time.
I think my least favorite sports city would have to be... Man, that's hard. Probably New York. I hate New York.
You know what's crazy?
Especially the Yankees.
You know what's crazy?
No one will get me more going than like hating on the Yankees. I do not like the Yankees at all.
Sheed is Philly. I thought Sheed was from like fucking Kansas City because he always dick sucking the Chiefs. Let me see. Even if he is, that really don't make no difference for me, to be honest. I was 2 on Sheed Wallace won a championship here. I don't got too much
Boston and New York
connection
that's
to
a very
him.
valid NW. I do like the Red Sox on like occasion. They've broken my heart. Shout out Tailgate Wins, walking by the studio, the GOAT.
Oh yeah, he did. He is from Philadelphia. Yeah, no, makes no difference to me.
Hey, Chicago's valid too. At these days, Chicago sports fans are just the most annoying because I live with 3 of them at school. They are insufferable. Oh, Connor Bedard. Oh, Caleb Williams. Oh my God. Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking orgasm because I have 2 fucking undeveloped fucking prospects. Oh my God.
No, I remember my roommate, like, oddly enough, bro, I hate you. You know who I hated this year? I hated Notre Dame for the simple fact that my roommate was a Notre Dame fan. I would wake up, bro. Like, I called some of the upsets Notre Dame went through just for the simple fact
so did I.
That I hated them. I literally woke up one weekend, like, I would literally itch for the lines to drop. Dude. Just so I could, like, look at it and, like, tell them if I think they're going to win or not. So the line dropped against Louisville, and I came out geeked. He was making his coffee. I was like, bro, Louisville losing this weekend. He like, yeah, right there. No, I was like, Notre Dame losing this weekend. He's like, yeah, right. They're playing fucking Louisville. I was like, bro. I'm like, this line look very fit. Bro, he actually owes me dinner for that. I just remembered that.
That's Louisville at night. You think you're gonna come into Papa John's Stadium at night and come out with a W? Are you joking?
Yeah, he owed me dinner for that. Bro, I was texting him like while that shit was going on, bro. Like, that's one thing that y'all will learn about me. I'm like a grade A shit talker, so I'm just like texting him, like, and he told me, like, when he came, because he used to leave every weekend, so he came back on, like, Monday. He told me, he was like, yeah, bro, like, he's like, they had to take my phone from me because, like, I was, like, getting upset because, like, you kept texting me and I was getting mad and I was already drunk. So he was like, I just, like, started breaking stuff, like, bro, like, I induce rage into people, like, I make you want to kill yourself.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, I hated like Notre Dame this year for that simple fact. I'm like, bro, because he was telling me like Notre Dame was this historic franchise. I'm like, bro, Notre Dame ain't won shit in my like literal lifetime. And I'm like, I'm old enough to.
Oh, and don't worry, the hype will be there this year.
Yeah,
They're
I'm
already being projected as the 9 or 8 seed in the playoff this year.
Yeah, I'm
you
like,
go
bro,
lick my nuts, Notre Dame. You ain't doing shit.
I'm like, bro, I've been old enough to like use that claim of like. They haven't won nothing in my lifetime of why a team is not relevant. I'm like, bro, I'm 22. Like, yeah, that's not old age-wise, but I'm like, franchise-wise, if your franchise hasn't done anything in 22 years. I think the last, like, notable thing they did was, like, he was talking about the fact they made it to the national championship. They lost, 42-14? I'm like, bro, I don't really celebrate stuff like that. Like when I was a Michigan fan, I wasn't celebrating the fact that Michigan had made 2 basketball national championships.
Oh, hell no.
I'm like, bro, we got fucking thrashed in them bitches. I'm like, I don't even care for it. Like, no, I ain't gonna lie. The one against Louisville, that had hurt the worst.
Oh, 100%. That Villanova team was stacked.
I meant to say it the other way around. The one against Villanova hurt the worst because that was the best Michigan team, Bill. It just so happened that they had to play Villanova that just like.
See, I think the first one was worse because I felt like we were the better team. I felt that Louisville was destined to win that shit because of Kevin Ware. And I think that the Villanova one, I think it was our best team, but that Villanova team was a buzzsaw. And
what was painful about that was just watching Jalen Brunson back down Derek Walton. Or was that Xavier Simpson? It damn near was both of them. Like,
I mean, it was DiVincenzo just driving to the lane and just.
Well, no, it was, bro.
contesting.
Jalen Brunson was literally like backing them
were
down
playing
like a
bully
guard.
ball.
Like
Were.
that's why I'm like he was backing down dudes
But
like a guard.
that's Jay Wright's system.
And that's like the main thing that sticks in my head from that game, just the fact of him playing bully ball. Like, what the fuck? That like literally showed everything about that. Like we're letting a 6 foot even guard just treat us like he prime Patrick Ewing. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, nah.
That was a heartbreaker.
Bro, I'm not even a fan of Michigan no more, and I still think back at that. And, like, bro, that low-key still hurt.
Yes.
Easy.
Some don't go away. That one hasn't gone away. I was there in 2013, and that was a heartbreaker. And then 2017, was it? 2018?
When they lost to Villanova?
Yeah.
I think that was 2018.
Yeah, I was on a cruise, which with my dad. That was brutal.
I
just remember just Dante DiVincenzo just coming down the lane and just throwing his nuts on Mo Wagner.
I do remember the game where they the game. I think I was so hurt because I was watching the Houston game, so invested. The one where they had to beat where Jordan Poole hit the buzzer beater, and I literally thought we were losing that. Gonna lose. Bro, I literally tell people all the time in that story, bro. The way my TV was set up and my bed was, I could just turn around and not look at the TV. So, like, whenever I used to get mad while watching the game and I was, like, laying down, I would just fucking turn around, like, bro, what the fuck? So, I'm like, it was, like, down 5 or, like, 20-something seconds left. But the way Michigan was playing, I'm like, bro, they don't even want to win. Like, so I just, like, gave up.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, they look lifeless. They look like they don't even give a shit.
Yeah, bro, I'm like, bro, they don't even, like, because it was, like, so many, I can't even remember,
they were taking
like,
bad shots, too.
It was, like, that, and it was, like, other little things on top of my head that I can't remember, but they was just doing, like, little shit. I'm like, bro, they don't want to win. So I turned around, and I think they had got like a quick bucket. So I'm like, all right, I turned back around. Like my interest is peaked. Dude that missed like the free throws that he needed to miss. You should see Jordan Poole going down. I'm like, all right, or not Jordan Poole was going down. I can't remember who was pushing it up.
Abdul Rahman.
No, that's who pushed it up. Yeah, Abdul Rahman was pushing it up. You see Jordan Poole just lift up, catch it. I see him shoot, and I literally got mad because he fucking split his legs. I'm like, why the fuck are you fooling around? That's literally what I said. I'm like, why the fuck are you fooling around? He shot that bitch, and that bitch just went in. I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro. Like, you know, that definitely was a great memory.
That was one of the craziest shots I've ever seen hit in my life. It might be the greatest shot I've ever seen hit live in my life. Maybe the Steph Curry shot, but
I'm trying
against
to think.
OKC. But that didn't have as much impact on the game as that shot had. So I probably
that Steph Curry shot against OKC, that won the game. Talking about when he hit it.
No, I know, but it didn't define their season.
Oh yeah, they was 73-9. They was 73-9 that year. It kind of did because they was 73-9 that year.
Hey,
so without that game, they wouldn't have got the record.
Ring. And I'm a Steph Curry fan.
No, that 73-9 year doesn't have the full validity that it should have because they didn't win the ring.
100%. It sucks. It really does because they would be the arguably. I think if they would have won that chip.
Hot take. That's why you can't really. That series is the reason why it's really hard to say LeBron isn't the GOAT.
Oh boy.
He goes again 3-1, down 3-1 to the team.
Now you're
73
really
and
see
9.
what our chats about. We got older.
That's why I said we down 70. But you gotta think though, down 3-1 to a 73-9 team, bro. Like yes, he had Kyrie with him.
That's crazy.
Before y'all get to going crazy.
You think about that?
But bro, the nigga still averaged damn near 40-point triple double to win the finals. Like, bro, like shit like that, like
Allen W, that was the greatest finals of all time.
Greatest finals of all time.
How do you think about that, man?
I would say I can see that. It's
definitely top 3.
I was gonna say in my lifetime, is that the one with the Spurs that went to Game 7, where Ray Allen hit the 3, and then what's another top finals in my lifetime? I'm not gonna lie, for like a good grip, we was getting robbed by watching the same exact series for like 5 years. We watched the same finals, so damn.
I mean, the Raptors Warriors series was good.
That was a good one, but
injuries, I think
that's what I was just about to say. Yeah, I was just about to say that.
What about some of the earlier ones? OKC, Miami.
That's what I was just probably thinking about.
Spurs,
in
Miami,
my lifetime,
Dallas, Miami.
I was just about to say that I didn't really watch that one that much. So off the top of my head, I don't really think of that one. But that was a good one. I watched more of the OKC Thunder one.
All right, last question from me. Greatest 2K of all time.
Greatest 2K of all time. I'm a cheat and go with 2K11 for the simple fact that it had the Jordan moments on there, and for some reason, no 2K has ever decided to replicate that cover athlete having fucking special moments in the game that you could go back and replay as a game mode. 2K11 Jordan moments was so fun. And then, but really playing wise, probably 2K17. That's what I would go with.
That's my answer.
That's like the last 2K that I like had played for real.
No, same. I downloaded it a couple times. I just trashed it. 2K sucks now. So bad. I tried last year's game.
Well, no, I'm cheating.
I got it for free.
I'm lying. The last 2K I played for real was 2K20. But 2K17, like the last one.
I think I was like 18. 18 was the one.
I hated 18, bro.
Was 18 the one with the meter that like went all the way around?
I can't even remember, bro. I deadass legit played 2K18 for 3 days of having it and never put that bitch back in my console.
Hey, that's valid. But that is going to do it for us for YingYang Sports today. Shout out to chat, all you today. Thank you for hanging out. Alan W, Just Fan, Brandon's dog, Noah, Chase Emily, Broder, and that is all. And everyone who didn't comment in chat, we appreciate you too.
Definitely.
Everyone have a blessed day. Go check out Heavyweights, and we will catch you in the next one.
Peace.